Crafting artist Sandile Kgaphola, who is more famously known as SK Original, gained popularity and traction and fame, of course, after showcasing his unique form of art, which involves versatile styles, including handcrafted glass artwork as well as handmade rugs. The Limpopo-born artist usually uses his unique abilities to pay homage to prominent local figures in his own unique way. Well, he joins us now in studio this morning to share a bit more on his work. Sandile, very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Just take us through your journey, how you got into visual arts.
Well, 2020, when COVID happened, I was in grade 12 at the time. So I think we had 6 months just staying at home, doing nothing. So I decided to do something, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to just draw every day until I got a proper face going. I think that took maybe a year to just get that quality going. I started meeting celebrities with the drawings I did. You know, I used to do drawings of like prominent figures and I'd meet them. And I figured the best way to meet them is the way they're most accessible at clubs, you know? Because I'm from Polokwane and you can't just meet them at Chegas. You know?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't just DM them and say, hey, yeah, you'll get lost there. So we used to meet them. I used to meet them there, you know? From there, I just progressed into doing different like art styles that might gain more attention or something that I'd like more. So I did double-sided paintings, which is basically a painting that when you see it from one side, it's one face. You carry over to the other side, the face changes. You see?
How is that possible, though?
Hey, how do I even begin? It's basically painting from one angle and then onto another angle. So it's only it's a perspective-based type of art style.
Right.
For the viewer.
And and having said that, let's talk about, you know, the importance of being versatile and not just boxing yourself into one specific style. I mean, you do glasswork, you do rugs, you do pencil drawings, as I've just mentioned. Yeah,
and paintings, and pyrography, and red and blue art. It's a lot. But when it comes to that, basically, with versatility, it was just something to satisfy myself, because I get bored pretty easy. So I just decided it would be better to do different types of art styles. So also, you know, you get tired of doing the same thing over and over, and you just want to add something, you know, which is basically what I did. And versatility is really good, because if people actually want to commission something from you, at least now they know that there's more variety to what you do. And one of the most talked about facets of your work is your glasswork. And there's a unique way at which you create your glasswork. And we're just speaking off camera that you don't just blow your glass, but you create it in your own unique way. Do you want to take us through that? Yeah, sure. There's no blowing of anything. There's no heating of this glass. There's no nothing. Okay, it's just glass as it is, like the one on the table. But it's a different type of glass. It's like thick, it's shatterproof and everything, right? So I crack it, but it's a bit different from drawing.
You crack it how?
With a hammer. So I use a hammer where I put a certain tip that can basically...
Is it a normal hammer or a specific type of hammer?
It's basically a rubber hammer. It's a mallet, in a way. I think that's the name. It's a mallet. And then I attach the tip onto it where I can basically stipple the glass in a way, you know, until... So with the glass, it's kind of weird because I have to put white on black, assuming the glass has a black background, right? Right. And with drawing, you have to put black on white. So instead of shading, I'm highlighting in a way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I need to see that.
You have to see that.
But it's like all your creations are on your Instagram page, right?
All my creations are on my Instagram page, sometimes Twitter, in TikTok definitely, Facebook too,
And then you're also into rug designing or rug creating. So do you design the rugs or do you create them from scratch?
So I create all the rugs from scratch, designing less of that. So basically what I do is I take the rug, I take a logo or an image that I'd want to do, or maybe an image I converted myself. I guess that would kind of be designing in a way. And I turn that into a rug. So basically I project it onto a canvas. From there, I start shooting with a specific gun, basically. It's the whole process from scratch.
You know what, Sandy, let's just hold it there because I'm so curious. I've never been this curious in my life about somebody else's artwork. We'll continue this conversation after the break, eh?
Got you.
All right, good stuff. We just spoke to 22-year-old crafting artist Sandile Kgaphola, who's known for his unique art, which includes rugs, glass artwork and drawings. But for now, let's take a quick break. We'll continue the conversation in just a moment. All right, welcome back. We continue our conversation with the crafting artist Sandile Kgaphola, who's more famously known as SK Original, who has gained popularity and fame after showcasing his unique form of art, which involves versatile styles, including handcrafted glass artwork as well as handmade rugs. Now, Sandile, you're just taking us through, your rug making business. Just take us through that again.
Oh yeah, so the process of it, basically projecting an image onto the canvas, right? And then I use a specific gun called a tufting gun. Where I shoot the yarn that you have to acquire yarn, ball it up, shoot it through the thing. So each hair on the rug is an individual shot piece, like a piece shot into the canvas.
Wow.
From there you glue it down and then you put a backing, like a non-slip, so that when you put it on the floor it doesn't just slide around everywhere,
Okay.
So
yeah.
You
have to design the image first before you design it, before you make it through the yarn.
True. That is
Okay.
exactly what's happening, yes.
Wow. So what gives you the ideas? Like, do you wake up one day and you have this idea that you want to implement through your rug making business?
I wish. Nothing under the sun is new, hey? So basically what I do is I consume social media, but I consume it I'd like to think in a proper way, not just to rot my brain, but to give me ideas. And also what I take sometimes, I try and make it in my own way to develop it into something better.
Okay.
Or something that can be consumed here in South Africa. Yeah.
So is your artwork mainly focused on people's portraits, or you create something totally unique and never seen before?
Basically portraiture. It's just portraiture. It doesn't have to be anyone specific, but I focus mainly on portraiture.
Okay.
But it's the art styles that make it different.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So which one would you prefer to be referred to as a drawing artist, or as a rug making artist, or a glass artwork?
I'd prefer visual artist because I do a lot of things and I can't really box myself in one thing. It kind of gives me, if I was just the person that draws and then I start making art out of fire, it's a bit of air, Yeah, so I just say visual artist just to have that collective.
Okay.
Yeah, because I also did graphic design.
Right, right, right. So who is your target market? Who do you cater for?
I cater for almost everyone right now, right? Because I'm starting to do like a lot of rug art, which can be highly affordable to everyone that wants one, you see? But right now, with the glass art, I've been mainly targeting the people around the people I do art of. So if I do someone for a prominent figure, they normally have people that view them and, and it's those people around there that become my niche. Yeah.
Okay. And who's the most prominent figure that you've done a portrait for?
In South Africa, maybe Sandile Kgaphola.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also got the opportunity to meet him, which was pretty cool. All
in paint or in
glass?
Oh, in glass.
In glass. It was during the World Cup.
What kind of image did you make?
It was just a picture of his face. I can't say specifically which, but it was his face pointed at the camera. It was like a PR picture that I took.
Gosh, a picture made of glass?
Yeah, I made it out of glass, yeah.
Gosh, I really want to see that. And how long does it normally take for you to create, a portrait or an image?
It used to take a lot of weeks, but now that I do it almost every day, it takes just under a week. Just under a week to make it done and everything, yeah.
What's been the highlight for you, and what kind of compliment have you received?
Yo, compliments happen, almost every day. As if someone can recognize me, to just always show love on what I do, like they love what I'm doing, just hope that I keep going on.
Right.
The highlights would also be meeting basically my whole playlist in my music, music catalog. I met my whole playlist in South Africa. I met Sandile Kgaphola, which was another amazing thing to do because I met him in a time where it was kind of hard to access him, because they just came back from the World Cup. Everyone's, trying to meet him and everything, and I got the chance to meet him, which was pretty cool.
Oh, man. All the best, Sandile.
Thank you very much.
Great chatting to you.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Well, we just spoke to 22-year-old crafting artist Sandile Kgaphola, who's known for his unique art, which includes rugs, glass artwork, and drawings.